Hey, hey, hey! Happy Friday night live, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope extremely well. We're going to get started here in just a few minutes. I wanted to give some of you time who need the time. Go ahead and get ready, get your pencils and pens, all of that ready, rocking and rolling. I'm excited. We are here doing some real good stuff this evening. All right. So I'm gonna try something out while I have you guys here, and I just want to see something. And yeah, so hopefully your Friday has been amazing. And if it hasn't, it's time to make it amazing now. Okay, excellent. I got it. I know exactly what's going on. Okay, what's going on? Happy Friday! Happy Friday! Happy Friday! We got some good stuff going on today, talking about what you need to stop doing if you want to attract the quality man. And as I've been talking to people, I think these are going to help you so much, so much. We're going to have a good time. So if you would right now, go ahead and like, share it out. If you have a homegirl, girlfriend, sister, cousin that may need the tips, to stop doing these four things, let them know right now because we're going to get started in about a minute. So while you're in there, tell me where you watch it from. Tell me what the things you think you need to stop doing already. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to tell you the four you have to stop. Okay. The four you absolutely have to stop if you want to attract a quality man. We're going to hop into it in one more minute. So go ahead and like, go ahead and share. Let people know that there are things that they may be doing that's keeping them from that person, their person, the person, right? So I am excited that you're here with me today, that you're ready to share out everything that we're about to talk about. I am Sharonda, your divine dating strategist. That means, I'm going to help you fulfill God's plan and to date a quality man. And you have to fulfill your purpose first. But we've talked so much about that. Babies, if you're not doing what God's called you to do already, why not? Hit me up. Let's get it done. You have something on the inside of you. That homeless shelter, they're waiting for you to volunteer, right? Somebody's ready to write that book and get it out published. Stop playing these games, right? So we're not going to talk about that today because there are four things that people are doing that they need to stop so that they can actually attract the person that they want in their lives. And so I'm ready. Are you ready? Did you go ahead and tell somebody? Did you share it out? I know you did. You wouldn't do me that dirty, right? I want to let you know that we are streaming on StreamYard. So if you have comments, I may not see them ASAP, but I will respond when it's time. All right, y'all ready? I'm ready. Let's go. With that being said, we are going to talk about what you need to do. Stop doing these four things if you want to attract a quality man. Okay, so the first thing we want to talk about is this. What's up, Chip? We got some ground rules out there. The ground rules are this. You want to take notes. You want to grab your notepad and your pen. I'm going to go ahead and let you know I am a mommy. So if my co-host, my little Daniel man, come in here, no stress, no worries. He'll just be a part of the show. But while you're doing that, you're grabbing your notepad, your pen, you're liking, you're sharing out, right? And we're going to be honest tonight. There might be stuff that I say that might sound judgmental, but I don't mean it as judgmental. I've been great. How you been? God has been forever. Seems like a decade, maybe. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a minute, right? But I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking. All right, so we're going to be honest, but there is no judgment going on, guys. No judgment at all. Okay, so if it sounds judgmental, just take it, say, oh man, ouch. But then you'll know to stop, right? And so we're going to respond and act to whatever hits us. Maybe it's all four. Maybe it's half of one. Like you kind of do it, but you kind of don't. Whatever it is that you are doing that is stopping you from getting the quality match that you deserve. And when I'm talking about match, I'm talking about in dating. What I'm not going to be here to do is tell you how to have like the bomb relationship. Dating actually gives you the data to know what relationship to get. What I'm not here to do is tell you how to have a great marriage. There are people who are married who could tell you to do that. But I am here because I'm the divine dating strategist, and I have strategies that have helped me to up level my game. I'm just being very honest with you. But we're going to talk more about that as we go along. So those are the ground rules. If you have any problems with that, hey, message me. I am DM. Let me know. So who am I? who in the world am I to talk to you about who to date? Well, let's first talk about some of the credentials, because some of that means something for some nothing. But I'm gonna hit you up anyway. I already told you I'm the divine dating strategist. God's gonna be in it. Dating's definitely gonna be in it, and strategy is in there. Okay, this is not a dating game. This is a process. Though if it was a game, you only play games to win, right? So if you see dating as a game, let's at least do it to win. I am the founder of Dreams Global LLC, and that is a company that actually helps you to take the dreams that you have. You've been hiding them, and we put them out in the earth. Why? Because it gives you fulfillment. It gets you connected to God. And as you do that, automatically people begin to be attracted to you because you have joy, because you're doing what you've been called to do. It's nothing that you're like purposing to do other than please the Lord. I'm also the author of 4 books, the publisher of 7. I'm a doctoral candidate and ordained minister. All of that is true, and I'm putting it out there so you know who I am. However, what am I for real? And I feel my co-host is about to come on. What am I for real? I'm a real woman who's had real dating ups and real dating downs. I've had relationship ups and relationship downs. And I'm also a mother. So if you would understand, when I'm coming to you, I'm not someone that's been married for 30 years and I cannot understand your dating journey. I understand you. I get it. And I also understand what it's like to date today. If you are new to dating and you used to date a long time ago, then you would know dating has changed. Okay. My co-host is here. Go ahead and say hello. Go ahead and say hello. They don't see it. Hello. So dating has changed, and I'm in the trenches with you, and I've learned some things that has made me successful. What does successful mean? You'll see that I'm a receipt holder. Receipt holders means even being single again, meaning divorce, even having a little one right on time, right? Even having this gentleman right here. What? There have been men who have said, you know what, I still want the best for you. I still want to connect to you. And I'm gonna connect to Daniel in a different way if you knock over this phone. There's still people out there who desire it. And I know that some of you have been questioning that. You've been questioning whether, dang, it's too late for me, or who's going to want a divorced mom, or who's going to want this and who's going to want that. But the truth is, baby, they want you. They're out there praying for you right now. Okay. So it's not about not having good quality options. It's about how do you align with them so you keep your peace, you keep your joy, you keep your frustration low and joy high. That's what it's all about. So I'm real out here in these streets. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Everything I've been through, I'm willing to share with you. And that's why we're here tonight. 4 things we need to stop. Why is this not a judgmental thing? If I didn't understand them, I couldn't tell you about them. So go ahead and begin to relax. Just like Whitley used to say, relate and release these things, because we're going to respond and act at the end. So with that being said, I am called to help you. I know I am, because I didn't want to do it, but but it just won't let me hold my peace unless I do so. So with that being said, we're going to keep it moving. So what's the number one thing that I think, and I have seen people do, that keeps them from meeting and attracting a quality man? Here it is. Comfort over connection. There are some of us out there, ladies, and just go ahead. Like I said, if it's ouch, say ouch, and then just get ready to put on some bigger shoes. Comfort over connection. We're comfortable on our couch. We're comfortable in our house. We're comfortable around our church friends and maybe our colleagues during the work meetings, but we don't really want to go out and communicate and socialize. We don't really want to even hop online. We don't want nobody to hook us up. Like, leave me alone type thing. And that's only because you're comfortable. You're not at a place where your soul is eager for connection because it's a possibility of a future spouse. We kind of just want those spouses to come to us, right? And you know what that's called? It's called entitlement. It's a selfish way of trying to be blessed when you have a gift to put out there. Sharonda, what? I'm a great person. I know you are. You're absolutely great because I don't serve anybody that's not. You're amazing. You actually are rocking it in the world. You're doing ministry, you're working your job, you're paying your bills, you're probably taking care of a lot of people except yourself, right? That's why you're not connecting, because once you get home, you're ready to just chill. But baby, there is a better plan for you. There is a different way. There is something else for you, and it requires sacrifice. And sometimes that sacrifice is to say, you know, I'm gonna join a meetup. I love to read. I am going to make it a point to join a reading meetup, and I'm gonna meet people. And it doesn't mean you're joining it to meet a man. It means you're doing it because it's a part of what you're supposed to do. You have something to give. And once you give it, you never know. The homegirl right beside you might have a brother. Looks like you're amazing. Why are you single? I'm gonna hook y'all up. You never know. Community arrangement is really big in Dreams of Fine Dating. Okay. And just a test, ask the cohort. We talk about it. We encourage it. It's not always about just the end goal. You were created for so much more, right? And you know it. Or you wouldn't be listening to me right now. You know you're the bomb. And you just want the strategies that's going to get you out of your comfort zone. And here's the one. Stop choosing comfort over connection. You have to choose to connect. But what if I get hurt? Well, if you start a business, you have a chance of it failing or succeeding. Which one you want to concentrate on? You want to concentrate on it succeeding. You don't want to concentrate on the failure because that's not what you want. So concentrate on being hurt again, or concentrate on the possibility of amazingness and this authenticity and like true, genuine love. Okay. Anything worth having is worth the risk. So yes, baby, after we all watch Ready to Love tonight, it's time to go out. So this is what I want you to do. Hold on 1 second. We don't get to talk right now. So what I want you to do is to choose to connect over your comfort. Stop choosing comfort, because once you connect, you might be more comfortable than you ever have been. And y'all know what I'm saying. All right. So that's number one. Number two. For my ladies that's like, you know what, I'm connecting all the time. I'm talking to people online. I'm going out. I'm partying. I'm around the neighborhood. I am doing so much to do so much. But you keep ending up with, like, I call them busters. Maybe there's a better word for it. Non-aligned gentlemen, right? The guys that are not what you're looking for, but you're still talking to them. Why is this happening? Because you're choosing to compromise over requiring a commitment. What does that mean? You meet a guy online, he's attractive, very attentive, really cute and all that good stuff, but he clearly has shown you every sign he's not a committed type of person. He does not keep his word. He does not stay consistent. He doesn't do these things, but you continue to give him attention. Why? You do that because you're saying, I'd rather be with somebody and have somebody than be with nobody at all, even though they're not treating me the way I want to be treated. Sister girl, my friend, my lovelies. Don't do that to yourself. Because there's somebody out there right now that's saying, gosh, I wish there was a woman that was available that I could give my love and my attention to, who could really use it. But she's always unavailable with these other cats or doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so I want you to understand right now, if you choose to compromise with unaligned people, you love children, they hate them. You love the beach and they like to be in the house. You like family, family's not a big deal. You are savvy with money, they have $400,000 in debt. And these things matter. Because there's some people, none of that matters. If you like the beach and all they stay home, that don't matter to me. Like legit, for real. Like a genuine, it doesn't matter. If you're $100,000 in debt, guess what? I have the skills to help you get out. I'm cool with that. But deep down inside, there are some of us that are compromising. You're like, I know they don't like kids, but dang, he fine. You know, he got money, but he just don't treat people right. And you continue to give him your time. Why is that? Because you are saying, I'd rather be with someone than to be alone. When in essence, being with someone like that is going to make you feel alone. Don't do it. Stop doing these things because it's not going to help you to attract another man. What's going to happen? Another quality man. What's going to happen is that you're going to keep attracting men that don't want to commit because you're not demanding it. You're saying, I'm okay to settle. And that's the energy. That's the vibe. That's what's going to happen. There's just going to be more men that are going to come and they're not going to commit. And you're not going to require it. And then you're going to say, all men are bad. This is horrible. Nobody wants commitment. And the truth is, you never required it. You never required it. Stop doing that. Stop doing it. Okay? So that's number 2. So first of all, we're talking about making sure you stop doing these things if you just joined us. Thank you for joining us. I am Shonda, and I'm talking to you about the 4 things you need to stop doing so that you can begin to attract a quality man that you will date that could potentially be your future mate. Okay? So let's go on to number 3. Number 3, you are choosing your mental barriers over using your discernment. Golly gee. I could pause here and you probably already got things going on in your brain that's going on. I have wrote some books, but I could write a book on the mental barriers that we can have that keeps us from using our discernment. You keep telling yourself that all men are dogs, so you keep expecting them to be dogs, and then you keep attracting dogs, right? All men cheat. So either you begin to say, okay, I'm okay. You go back to number 2 and compromise and just be with somebody that cheats. Or even if they're not cheating, you see cheating signs and you're afraid. Or no good men exist. They're all married. Or I'm going to stop right there because the other myths are just too dark to say, right? So no good men exist. None. They're all gone. They're all taken. None around. These are the myths, the mental barriers you have. No good man will want me, like I was saying earlier, because I'm single with a child, or I don't have as much money, or I'm not as affluential. I don't think I'm as beautiful. Whatever it is that you're saying, that's what you keep telling yourself. But the truth of the matter is, all of those are lies. All of those are myths. Do men cheat? Sure, some. Do women cheat? Absolutely, some. But all do not. There are some that have been faithful even when they have been cheated on. Okay? You want to attract that one. Do good men exist? By the hand and feed and bucket full. It's so many out there. It's so many out there. And I told you in the beginning of my story, so I'm not saying this to like hoodwink you, run amok. Okay, I'm not trying to do that. I am trying to give you the truth. There are good men exist that maybe you just haven't been introduced to yet because we have these mental barriers. We've seen a lot of cheating men. We've seen a lot of doggish behaviors. We've seen good men go by the wayside. So that's our mental barrier. But the truth is they are looking for you. They are here. They want connection with you, but you have to believe they exist for it to come, and it just brings up scripture in my mind. You have to believe. You have to believe. You can't even please God without faith. So how in the world you think you're going to attract somebody earthly without it? That just doesn't make sense. They exist, sis, but they may be hidden to you right now only because you have a mental barrier. Maybe it's past hurts. Maybe it's experiences from, you've seen it happen to your girlfriends, whatever it is. It's a mental barrier. It could be even an emotional barrier that can be removed so that you can begin to use discernment versus someone else's bad experience. Let me say it like this. If you've been cheated on and you see somebody using their phone on a date, the first thing that goes to your mind is who they talking to. They talking to another female. Oh, and they on a date with me and da 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 da. Because that's a mental barrier. That's what you experience. You haven't gotten to the place where you've seen a man who checking their phone to make sure their mom is healthy because she wasn't feeling good that day. And he's just making sure very discreetly that she's resting well while he's out. Like what? What guy does that, right? Plenty. So I want you to recognize, do you have these mental barriers? Have you tried before and all guys wanted was sex, right? All they wanted was something from you. They just wanted your money. They just wanted your clout. They wanted something and they weren't good for you. It doesn't negate the fact that it happened, lady. But it also says, hey, lovely. It also is that once you get over the fact that these things happen, you have to begin to trust God again. You have to begin to say, well, God, if you said that you have this promise for me, I'm going to trust these bad things that have happened in my life were all working for my good. And if that happens, that means there's got to be good men left. There's got to be men that want me. There's going to be somebody who cares about me wholeheartedly. It has to be there, or God's promises wouldn't be true. And we know he is, and we know they are. Okay. So the mental barriers over discernment. Use your discernment, baby. Use your discernment, not the skeptical mind. All right. And the last thing, the fourth thing that we do that keep us from attracting quality men is repetition versus education. Right? How is it that we can go to 12 years of school, if we want higher ed 4 more years, if you want to be a doctor, 4 more years on top of that, to do what we need to do? How is it that to drive a car, you have to go through driver's ed? How is it that you want to just learn how to do jujitsu? You have to go to class and get training. But when it comes to dating, relationships, things that are matters of the heart, we don't think we need any training. We don't need any type of help, no counseling, no therapy, no mentorship, no guidance. So we keep repeating the same thing over and over and over and over. And then we're waiting for God to bless. I talked to somebody over this week, and we were talking about how God would share something with us. And we keep doing the opposite. Like, Lord, why am I not blessed? Well, we're choosing repetition over education. Let's choose to be educated on why these repetitive behaviors happen. Is it because of 2 or 3? We're compromising. Is it because of 3 and we're actually just having mental barriers? Or is it that we've never learned or even been exposed to a different way? Never exposed to a greater. And when I say quality man, I am not talking about his bank account. Though that is a beautiful thing, guys. Don't, you're not off the hook. But what I'm saying is, a quality man is somebody who cares about you deeply from the inside out, who sees how beautiful you are, but feels you more so than being infatuated with you. He connects with you and is aligned to your purpose and has a character that says, I fight for you. I protect you. I love you and adore you. And I even know you have flaws when I do it. I'm not requiring perfection. I am here for the long haul. That's a quality man that had no monetary level on it, that had no educational level on it. Though you can have your own preferences, I am not against that. But understand, when I'm talking about quality, I'm not talking about his money or his education. I'm talking about his heart and his follow through. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm telling you, stop repeating the behaviors of overlooking and not attracting the men that have quality character, sometimes you just need education on that. And the biggest question, and the question comes up all the time, is where are they at, Sharda? Where are they? All these good men you talk about, where are they? Well, before you wonder where they are, where are you? Where are you? I had to ask myself that, Sharonda, where are you? Why are you allowing things to happen to you in your life? Why are you not demanding more for you? What is going on inside of me that is making things not be exactly the way they should be? So before you ask where he is, ask yourself, where am I? Before you repeat the same behavior, before those mental barriers, before that compromise, before you choose comfort over connection, where are you? And remember, I said in the beginning, there's no judgment. This isn't like, you ain't gonna get no man because you ain't doing that. The devil's a liar, right? Believe it or not, you don't have to be perfect to match with somebody. There's plenty of people who are way less than perfect who have perfect loves right now because God is no respecter of person. But there is foundational principles that get you there quicker and faster, sometimes with less stress. And that's what I'm going for. And that's what I'm here to share with you. If we can actually begin to think about these ground rules, no judgment about it, but saying, that was mine. I take that one. Yep, I'm choosing comfort over connection. I will roll up in my bed, get my popcorn and watch a movie before I even think about going out into the community, getting online, talking to my friends about a relationship and connection with someone that could be a potential spouse. Hear me. I don't want you to think just because you're hanging out with your friends, and I'm talking about a group of female friends, that's the connection I'm talking about. I'm talking about getting out and doing what you've been called to do. You volunteer, you connect. You go to these meetups about art if that's what you like. You connect. You go and you help out children. You tutor. You help the elderly. You're connecting. You're in the community. You're giving of yourself. You're providing something. And when you sow, you reap. And this is not about just meeting a man. This is about doing what God called you to do. Remember, I help you to fulfill God's plan and get a quality man. So let's think about that. No judgment, but let's respond and act. Let's do these things. Let's not choose to be a compromiser. Like, yes, I really do want him to love God, but I know he don't love God, but he treat me good. So that's going to be okay right now because I just rather be with somebody. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. Make sure that you hold it to that. That person could still be an amazing person, probably still is, but it does not mean he needs to be the one you continue to date for a romantic relationship. That is totally a friend who your light may shine and help him reach the salvation portal that God wants for him to receive word and see the light. But you got to remember, a quality person cannot be one that's breaking your ground rules, the ones that's keeping themselves from being all that God's created them to be too. You're doing it all and they're not. That doesn't even go together, right? And the last thing I want you to know is God loves you and he cares so much that he sent a woman who, after a bad breakup in her marriage and after having a child, and being a single mom, he wakes me up at night so that I can talk to you about the things he wants you to hear. He wants you to be connected with someone. He wants you to find love. He wants you to be loved. He also wants you to get over those mental barriers. In other words, those past hurts. He wants that for you. He wants you to have more than enough. He doesn't want you to keep playing solitude and isolation and acting as though you're okay with it when in essence you want more. That's not what he wants. Or I could have been already eating my own bonbons on the couch. No, y'all know me. I love people. I love to be out and about. The more the merrier. That's just the way my makeup happens. But here I am. I'm here for you. And so with that being said, what I'm calling you to do is to recognize if you have been in this repetition mode because you haven't gotten education on those things that are going on inside of you, if you have been repeating the same behaviors, dating the same man with a different face and a different name because you just haven't learned enough about yourself, or dating tips and strategies to read between the lines and X them quickly when they don't show up right, you need to reach out to me. You need to reach out and get a consultation. It is absolutely free. Okay. You just go to dreamsglobal.com/programs and just set a time to meet with me. We won't be on there forever. There's a few things I told you to stop, just 4. If we identify the 1 or the 2 or all 4, then you will be progressing closer to that mate that you desire in the way that you desire it. High joy, low frustration, right? So with that comes a choice of bonuses for you, just because, like I said, I'm not here for no reason. We all could be doing something else. But if both of us are connecting at this time, it means there's something for you. I want to give you my free ebook, Come Through. Come Through is the book that I wrote as a journal to myself to heal from my past relationships. Remember, I'm not coming from this standpoint like, oh, I've had it all together for 500 years. I'm coming from the standpoint of I know what it's like in the trenches. I know how guys approach today. I know what they've done right. I know what they're doing that's wrong. I know how to read in between the lines, save myself heartache because I don't want it anymore. Right? That's where I'm coming from. And if you can relate to that, hit your girl up and get your free ebook. You need to come through so these mental barriers, these emotional hurts can be healed. There is a way to come through. Also, you could choose the e-session. How to have a hot online profile. You're like, I've come through, I'm done the work on me. Got a therapist, counselor, done read the books. I'm on every podcast there is. Well, wonderful. And I give kudos. I acknowledge you for that. But you still don't have the practical tips on how to attract these great men instead of running into the duds, right? So you might want an e-session that says, how do I have a hot online profile? Meaning it's so on fire that only good guys, only quality men hit me up. Like I only talk to like the creme of the creme. Yeah, I'm telling you, for those who are in my cohorts, you get receipts. This is social media. Everybody don't need your business. Every date you go on, every man you talk to is not the business of everyone. And so neither is mine. However, I will say this. For those of you who are closer to me, meaning you're in the cohort, you know when I go out, you know who's been deemed great and worthy and why. And you don't even know their names, but you know exactly the qualities and characteristics they've done. You know what I've been, you know. Okay, so you get privy to that in the cohort. And what that is, with that being said, you may choose to say, you know what, I want a free cohort preview then. You know, I don't know what a cohort of dating would be like. So hook me up. Let me know what I'm supposed to do. And with that being said, if that's what you want, then that's the bonus that you can choose. But you have to go ahead and set up that free consultation. We need to talk about it. And then just like today, I'm going to be open. I'm going to be honest with you. And you have to choose which one. And I'll help you. I'll support you. I'll let you know which one would be best if you don't know which one you're at. Okay? It has been my pleasure to be with you today. It is my pleasure to let you know that once you stop doing these 4 things, high attraction to quality men just happen. It just happens. It is organic. I don't have to go out there and say, hey, I'm a great woman. Come choose me. The only problem you should have after you stop doing this is like, who aligns with my purpose now? Okay, y'all are all great. Oh my gosh. But who aligns with the purpose God's given me? That's your only problem after that. And I even have some tips for you on that. But that's another time, another day. I love you so much for listening. And remember, you need to respond and act now. If not, repetition will happen again, baby. And you're going to see the same man, different face, different outfit, and with a different name. And here's my timer right here. Mabu is back. And so you want to say bye to everybody? Come say bye-bye.
Bye.
There you go.
Hey,
That's
Mom.
it. Love y'all so much.
Mom,
Bye-bye.
can I have some ice cream?
Maybe. Let's see. Let's close this out first.
It's stinky.
Why? The doggy?
Uh-huh.
I know.
The stink dog just poo-pooed.
Oh, no. He didn't poo-poo, did he? Okay. Bye, y'all.